A rainy evening in New York City. A man in ragged clothes sits on the sidewalk, hugging himself to keep warm. Passersby pass by without paying any attention to him. His eyes scan the crowd, hoping someone will notice him, but no one does. This is James. He used to be a hard-working man, but his life has taken a cruel turn. Now he is homeless, alone, and seemingly invisible to the world. The nights are the worst cold and filled with despair. Many times he wonders, does anyone even consider him a human being? A woman named Sarah stops in front of James, holding an umbrella. She kneels down and hands him a sandwich and a hot cup of coffee. James looks up, surprised by her kindness. Sarah, hello, I have some hot food for you. What's your name? James, hesitant, surprised. James, thank you. Most people don't even look at me. Sarah, everyone deserves kindness, James. You're not invisible. Over the next few weeks, Sarah visited James regularly, bringing him food and talking. James slowly opened up, telling him his story. He had been an accountant with a steady job and a small apartment. But after being laid off by his company in a downsizing, he didn't have enough savings to pay the rent. Little by little, he lost everything: his job, his home, and his hope. Sarah didn't just see his shabby clothes and unshaven face. She saw a man in need of a second chance. Sarah introduces James to a homeless shelter and a program that helps homeless people find jobs. James is hesitant at first, but eventually decides to give it a try. At the shelter, James meets people who are in similar situations. People who once had stable lives, but then fell into poverty. One day, Sarah brings James a new outfit and makes an appointment for a haircut. When James sees himself in the mirror after the haircut, his eyes well up with tears. James, I almost forgot what I look like. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah, you're still you, James. You just need a little help finding your way again. A few months later, James, now neatly shaved and wearing a suit, walks into an office for a job interview. He is nervous, but hopeful. The hiring manager looks at his resume, frowning. Recruiter, I see a gap in your resume. Can you explain? James, taking a deep breath. I've struggled, but I've worked hard to rebuild my life. I know what it's like to struggle to survive. And I also know the value of perseverance and gratitude. If I'm given the chance, I won't let you down. With Sarah's help and his own determination, James finally found a job. It wasn't an easy road, but step by step, he got his life back. One evening, James, now employed and settled, was walking down a familiar street. He saw another homeless man sitting on the sidewalk, shivering in the cold. James stopped, knelt down, and offered the man a hot meal. James, hi, I have some hot food for you. What's your name? Homeless man, surprised, hesitant. Michael. Thank you. Most people don't even look at me. James, smiling knowingly. I know how that feels. But trust me, you're not invisible. Kindness has a way of coming back. Just one small act can change a life.